As promised, Rockstar has delivered some new screenshots via their social media. See, 4 on Twitter, 3 on Facebook, 2 on Instagram so far, and sadly, none on their MySpace. Anyways, so we're going to go site by site. We'll start with Twitter. We'll go over these 4 screenshots. Then we'll move to Facebook and then Instagram. Or Instagram then Facebook. We'll see. Anyways, let me know below in the comment section. What do you think about these screenshots? Does it reveal any more information? Or does it make you more excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 coming this October 2018? It cannot get here soon enough. Okay, so let's get started. Ladies first with Sadie Adler along with her horse and Arthur. Okay, so right off the bat, if we look at Arthur, sorry Sadie, I like looking at you, but let's have a look at Arthur from this point of view. Now, you cannot see him from the front, but it looks very apparent that he has a beard. Arthur has a beard in this screenshot. I mean, you can see from the side, he's very, very scruffy. So once again, facial customization confirmed. We'll be able to go clean shaving as Arthur, and if you go by the artwork that came out with trailer number 3, you had Arthur with, he didn't exactly have a beard, but he did have some facial hair. But this looks like he has a full-on beard. So that is awesome. And I also heard that one of the other news articles that came out Thursday actually showed Arthur with a sexy stash. So I like that. I like the fact we're going to actually have some customization options for our version of Arthur Morgan. So that's really cool. Just wanted to point that out. Now with Sadie, you know, she has what appears to be a bolt action and another rifle or shotgun on her horse. I'm actually working on a weapons vid. Maybe I'll put that up tomorrow from weapons that we've seen so far featured in Red Dead Redemption 2 from all the trailers and screenshots. So if there's any weapons that you've seen that you're like, hey, I didn't know that weapon, feel free to let me know below in the comment section, and I will go ahead and look for it and add it to the video for tomorrow if I've missed it already. So anyways, yeah, it's a really cool screenshot. I think the sun is obviously setting. I don't know if that's Sadie's horse or if it's Arthur's horse. I'm going to guess and say it's Sadie's horse because it's like right beside Sadie. So it's probably her horse, and for some reason she has 2 weapons, 2 big weapons. And I don't know where her pistol is. Where the hell are your pistols, Sadie? And that's another cool thing, the fact that you can actually dual wield. And there's a really cool dual wield screenshot coming up very soon. I'm teasing it. But anyways, so yeah, they've already confirmed that your horse is your companion. And it's going to be kind of a hub for you. And it's where you're going to be able to like put animals that you've killed, like deer, rabbits. We've already seen that in other screenshots. But it's also going to be where you can put stuff on the horse. Now, I think there's going to be a limit. You can't just put infinite amount of junk on your horse. But you're also going to be able to put larger weapons on your horse as well. And that might just be like a big shotgun or a buffalo rifle. I really don't know. But anyways, really cool screenshot of Sadie and a bearded Arthur Morgan. Next is a really sweet looking campfire scene. And we've seen a few, but this one's probably one of my favorites because there's a lot of detail in this screenshot. I believe that's Javier playing the guitar. And over there is Sean McGuire. I think his name is officially Sean McGuire. I know IGN went back and forth about McGuire and McCullough, but I think it's officially McGuire now. Could be wrong about that, or maybe Sean just has multiple last names and he just gives everyone a random last name. That's possible as well. And of course you have to the left of Javier, Uncle. He's sitting there, surprise, with a bottle in his hand. What else is new? And across the fire, in a top hat, you have our good friend Pearson. And some of the other characters we don't really know about. I think, let's see, up there behind Pearson is Lenny. I think that might be Lenny with the white shirt and the suspenders. 2 of these other characters, I really don't know who they are. I'm assuming one of them has to be kind of a doctor type figure. So I think there probably is some sort of doctor that's in the camp. So it's just my theory right now. But, I mean, there's still a lot of members of Dutch's gang that we really don't know about. The blonde girl, I don't know if that's Karen. I know one of the other female members of Dutch's gang, her name is Karen. So it could be the one to the far right of Javier, or it could be the one up there that's a little too revealing. She's obviously having a real good time. She's celebrating because looks like Arthur delivered, because there's chickens, there's catfish hanging. So a really good day hunting and fishing for Arthur means that everybody at camp are happy. They got food, they got plenty of beverages, they're having a real good time, obviously. So this is the end result of a hard day's work for Mr. Morgan when he goes out hunting and fishing for the Dutch's gang. You know, giving all that to our good friend Pearson to fix up, to cook up for the campers, for the members of the gang. Obviously, everybody very, very happy in this screenshot. Now, this is a really awesome night shot. A silhouette of the trees, the lighting from the moon, and Arthur Morgan, as well as, I believe that's Charles Smith. It looks like Charles Smith. Obviously, they're going in for some sort of night action. They're probably sneaking into somebody's like house or cabin, or maybe they're going after a rival gang. There's something going on here because they've went out at night, in the dead of night, and usually whenever you do that in games like this, it's because you're conducting some sort of stealth operation, whether it's a robbery or an assassination or maybe even a rescue mission that Arthur and Charles are up to. I don't know, but it's still a really awesome shot. I like it. The fourth and final Rockstar Twitter screenshot they sent out was this interesting one where you have Arthur all decked out with his mask on, with his duster on, and I don't know if he actually shot this guy. See, this is a good question here. It's possible that he shot this guy, or maybe he shows up and this guy's already been murdered. But it's also possible that Arthur came in and put him on the ground. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of speculation there. Is it the possibility that he came here to this location? It looks like it could be a bar because of the way the doors are. So it could be a bar. Maybe this is somewhere in Valentine or one of the other towns that'll be featured in Red Dead Redemption 2. But if it was a home, it probably would actually have a standard door instead of that open and closed doors where you can just easily get in and out of. So it's possible it's a bar or a saloon or, dare I say, brothel. And maybe this guy and him had a little disagreement, or it's maybe one of those event features similar to Red Dead Redemption where like Marston walks up in Armadillo and one of the girls is about to get killed by a disgruntled customer. And it's up to you to kill the disgruntled customer before he knifes the lady of the night. So it could be a similar situation there. Or maybe the guy just pissed Arthur off. And maybe Arthur's coming in to rob this bar or saloon because he does have his mask drawn. He does look intimidating as hell. And I do love the detail. The boots, the spurs, the pants, the jacket. And I do like the fact that it seems to be that we're going to have not only facial customization for our character, our version of Arthur, but also a lot of clothing characterization and customization as well. So those are the Twitter screenshots. Let's move on to Instagram. So far, I think there's only been 2 Instagram screenshots. Nope, I was wrong. They just posted another one. Okay, so chances are this is probably going to be the third and final screenshot that they posted over on Instagram. Now, I do have an Instagram now because a lot of my subscribers were asking me to get one. But I got to say this about Instagram. The screenshots are not that big. So, yeah, it's a really cool shot. I think it's another point of view of a screenshot we've already gotten from a robbery in Valentine, which is part of that 45-minute demo that we'll probably never get to see. And it's really cool. You know, you obviously have Arthur with his mask on. He's going in shooting. And it could be tied into that screenshot we saw a moment ago. Maybe that wasn't a saloon or a bar or a brothel. Maybe that's just how the bank is. But you think of a bank, they would actually have a door with locks on it. You know, that would make more sense in my opinion. But anyways, behind him, of course, you have Bill Williamson with his... I thought he had I think that's a bolt action. I believe he was sporting a bolt action in some other screenshots. So I think that bolt action rifle is Bill Williamson's weapon of choice. And I think this is either the bank in Valentine, or maybe this is just another robbery that they were doing, another shootout taking place. There's explosions everywhere. There's debris, a lot of stuff going on. It's a really epic image, and it just makes you even more excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's the newest screenshot that they posted. The next screenshot is this one. Obviously, Arthur's going hunting with his bow and arrow. He found himself a nice deer. And if you look closely, that arrow is heading right for this poor buck's face. He's just staring. Arthur's got the shot. Can he make the shot? Can he get it in the eyeball? You know, get a one-shot, one-kill on the buck? I guess we'll find out. But still, really awesome to see the fact that we're going to be able to really get lost into the wilderness, go hunting, fishing. I know PETA's probably not happy about that, but it's just a video game. Calm down. All right, so the third screenshot, in my opinion, is probably the most interesting from Instagram, is this one, this nice lineup. And it's another reason why I really wish that we could get a larger image from Instagram, but alas, we cannot. We can from Twitter, we can from Facebook, but not from Instagram. So, Dutch and friends. Well, at least some of his friends. We got, the man himself, Dutch, in the middle. And I kind of like the symbolism here. To his right, you have his right-hand man, Arthur Morgan. And right beside Arthur, you have John Marston. On the other side, to Dutch's left, you have McKay, or Micah. I think it's Micah. I keep mispronouncing his name. Micah. He doesn't look like a very nice guy, does he? No. And then you have some of the randoms behind Micah. So, is this symbolic of how the gang's going to end up breaking down and falling apart? Is it going to be a fracture between Arthur and Micah? Is that how it's going to go? I get that feeling that that's how it's going to transpire, that whenever it starts to fall apart, there's going to be Micah's faction, and then there's going to be Arthur's faction. And where where Dutch falls in is anyone's guess. Maybe he just goes crazy and wanders off. Who knows? But let's talk about Marston, because obviously Marston returning for Red Dead Redemption 2, because the game is set 12 years prior to the events of the first Red Dead game. Well, technically not the first Red Dead game. That would be Red Dead Revolver, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so the outfit that Marston is wearing is very similar to the outfit we see in trailer number 3. The vest, the shirt, the coat he's wearing, and we get a better look at this hat. Now, the hat and the clothing is not what he is known for wearing in the first Red Dead Redemption game. However, if we go over to the Rockstar Facebook, because we're not done yet, he's wearing a more traditional look. That's right. He's sporting the look that he's most known for, along with the hat that we all know and love. So the question that I have to ask everybody is, this look of Marston on Instagram, is this like earlier in the game? And maybe somewhere after he gets kidnapped and he gets the scars on his face, whether that's by a cougar or a bear or another band of outlaws, somewhere along the way, does he have a shift, a change? Or maybe he was more easygoing, a nicer guy, and something happens to him that gives him a transition from going to a, kind of a boyish figure, a man-child, if you will, to becoming a real man. Because then, all of a sudden, he has more of the traditional Marston look that we know and love. And yes, I know some people have complained about the clothing. Okay, look, I have shirts that I have worn for the past decade, and back then, they didn't exactly have clothing shops on every store, and times were tough, and so I don't have any problem with Marston wearing a similar outfit. And it may not be exactly the same outfit he wore in Red Dead Redemption. I don't think it is. I think it's similar, but it's not 100% the same thing. And another thing, Marston. Okay, so in 1899, you knew how to dual wield, but somehow you forgot in 12 years? Or he just got that good. That's it. Marston got so good from 1899 to 1911, they no longer needed to dual wield. He's like, shh, I'm so good, I don't need 2 guns. All I need is 1 pistol. But still, no, really awesome shot of Marston. Obviously, this is post-scars, because now he has the scars. They still look fresh, but they no longer have the stitches. So there does seem to be a transition that we're seeing in not only the trailer, but also these screenshots from one look that Marston has probably early on in the game to the more traditional look that we know and love Marston to have. And to be honest, John, that hat works way better for you than that other thing you were wearing. I really like this screenshot. There's something about it. So you have Arthur Morgan with his mask up in a different outfit, along with his traditional blue shirt. And he's just galloping, outside of the meadows, some trees, some lovely flowers blooming. Nice sunny day. And of course, somebody's obviously chasing him because he's shooting behind him. I like that. I really do like that. It looks really cool. And obviously something has spooked the horse, because the horse is drooling. The horse's eyes are wide open. So the horse is probably startled, probably by gunshots. Arthur getting shot at by somebody, Arthur returning fire in order to defend himself, but it does look like Arthur is running away from someone or something. The third and final screenshot that was over on the Rockstar Facebook page is this one. And I don't know what town this is. It's possible, once again, to be Valentine. It's really cool. Arthur's in the rain in town. And this looks like a bar similar to the bar that we were talking about a moment ago where he had maybe gunned down a person or maybe not, with the same doors. Those are the same type of doors that I was referring to. So obviously that had to have been a bar or a saloon or a brothel. Sometimes it's one the same. Back then it was like a one-stop shop in the Wild West. So he has a different horse, so that means you can have different horses. And unfortunately, you have to take really good care of your horse because you have to build the bond of your horse. And there's a very real possibility that you could lose your horse. And if you lose your horse, you have to go get another horse, and you have to start the whole process over. So it's a different type of horse. There's going to be several breeds of horses in the game, and I look forward to seeing how that's going to play out. Will there be like various stat horses like in the first Red Dead Redemption, like the war horse, one of the best horses you could get, then lower level horses that aren't as good overall stamina, speed-wise, and performance? That'll probably be the case here, but it'll be interesting to see how the various different breeds and mounts play out in Red Dead Redemption. And of course, whenever Red Dead Online comes out, makes you wonder what kind of mounts we're going to get in that game. Are we going to get some crazy mounts like the Horses of the Apocalypse, the Zonkey, or the Unicorn, or will we be able to ride Buffalo and Bulls like in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer? Maybe we'll even get our own mounted like Cougars and Bears. Who knows with Red Dead Online. But anyways, another really awesome shot of Red Dead Redemption 2. And these are great. These are fantastic. And I like the fact that Rockstar has really started ramping up the marketing for Red Dead Redemption 2. There was such a long drought, such a long wait. But the wait's over. We're getting new content. We're getting new information regarding Red Dead Redemption 2. And let me know below in the comment section, which of these screenshots was your favorite? Which one did you like the most and why? Most of you are probably going to be like, of course, John Marston dual wielding, you know, being all of a badass. I'm sure that one's probably going to win a lot of votes, most likely. But if you're new to the channel, and if you're as excited about Red Dead Redemption 2 as I obviously am, be sure and hit the subscribe button. Join the GeauxBurns Nation because I'm going to continue to cover Red Dead Redemption 2, trailers, articles, screenshots, and more. And whenever it comes out, I'm definitely live streaming it, start to finish and beyond. And we're going to go into Red Dead Online or Red Dead Redemption 2 Online or whatever the multiplayer version happens to be. So for all the Red Dead Redemption 2 content and Grand Theft Auto Online content and more, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Join us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, all the social media to the GeauxBurns Nation. Link below in the description section.